January 6, 1999, at the day we showcase the level of ignorance among Sierra Leoneans. January 6, 1999, at the day we reveal how selfish, how self-centered people can be. Today, you see so many Sierra Leoneans them around the country. They celebrate January 6, 1999. If you ask majority of the celebrants them, the people only jubilate, dance, you get music, they play, JLJ don't come out, Cowdinary, all these other musicians, they don't come, Innocent and others, they don't come and they perform. How many of them people are really, during their performance, they stop and give 3-4 minutes silence for commemorate January 6th? How many of them people they stop, like the program introduction and all these events, for teach the people them? Because some people were just born then, so then they born after 1999, to understand the significance of the day. Every Remembrance Day, citizens or attendees, patrons, for understand what is being remembered. If you go to a Remembrance Day event, you know you will talk about, you know you will remember exactly what you go there for, go attend, what is the significance of that day. Then that particular celebration day, a useless celebration. Welcome to 2024. Another year for so many useless celebrations then throughout the state, the country, Sierra Leone. How can we learn from the past if we don't remember the past? The history they teach we for remember the wrong the way we do, so that we will correct them moving forward. History they teach we for prevent all the calamities they all don't go through moving forward. If we cannot teach the young now about January 6th, we just go dance, drink, get drunk, eat belfou, sleep with woman, man sleep with man, and then back to our various homes, and we've learned nothing. We thought nothing. We don't even sympathize with the victims of January 6th. Any celebration of an event, I repeat, will not teach you about that remembrance of that day, is unworthy of the celebration. Me, I don't go attend the celebrations. I was in a remembrance day. Somebody tells me, remembrance is remembrance day, January 6, 1999. I go to the event, I forgo dance, jump around, smoke, drink, whatever. I will not attend it. There should be a significance to that date, where they teach each and every Sierra Leonean, and if we're being at school now, we curriculum for teach people. January 6, 1999, at the day where rebel forces they enter, RAF enter Freetown. They take over the Ecomog forces, they kill people in massless, they burn houses, set people on blaze. All family members were burnt. Revenge killings. Now the day that way citizens then kill each other in Freetown, mainly perpetuated by armed forces like none other. But January 6, 1999, let me teach you this. It also reminds us of how selfish we are as Sierra Leoneans. Yes, we level of selfishness towards each other. I'm not saying towards stranger, Lebanese man will treat them like saying like angel from heaven. Chinese man will kill brother them for accommodate them. Indian man will peace power we won't picking them for accommodate them. But it show January 6, 1999 show how we as human beings, as Sierra Leoneans, we wicked to other Sierra Leoneans. That wickedness they take today as I speak to you continues. Sadly. Let me tell you what happened. 1999, the war in Sierra Leone don't they go on for 8 long years before rebel enter na Freetown. The war in Sierra Leone don't they go on for 8 years from 1991. There's already been war in Sierra Leone. There had already been thousands of people dead. Majority of the people the way they been dying at the world, they don't die already before rebel and kind of Freetown. We had people in Freetown. I was there. I was in the provinces in Kono. I was back in Freetown. We had people in Freetown with them in the axe is rebel and get tail. We had people in Freetown with them they say rebel and I monkey them. They were mocking the victims now the upline in the villages and bushes. They were making a mockery. They were trivializing the situation, the predicament of people because they were not directly affected in Freetown. You understand what I say? You had so many people where them bring other people down. People they come on a village for Khan and they treat them anyhow. Some people did not even believe in the rebel war that it was happening in Sierra Leone before J6. But when J6 finally kind of Freetown, when they begin to kill people and then people they don't make an out like say yes, they realize they see war don't come. Yes, this war rebel are not to tell. I'm my brother and my sister and they kill me. We both brothers and sisters, we own families. Now people in Sierra Leoneans, they became aware. That's when they took it serious. That's why you hear about January 6, 1999. Some of we family don't suffer from 1991 to 1999 and only suffered and only killed thousands of people. Kono was devastated, for example, 98% of Kono was destroyed. So many other different parts were destroyed. Most people in Freetown did not recognize the suffering of their fellow country. That more than half of the country is in turmoil. They didn't recognize. They sit in Freetown. Especially the Creoles. I'm not being tribalistic, but if you look at it, most of the people who were settled in Freetown will look down on others. The sentiment of hey, rebel and get tailed back. These are the Creoles mainly. And I tell you this, I mean, my heart clean for everybody. But I'm telling you this out of honesty and sincerity. January 6th, na day where na a hypocritical day, na the day that the way we celebrate for sure how hypocritical we are, Sierra Leonean. For sure how biased we are, Sierra Leonean. For sure how selfish we are, Sierra Leoneans. All the massacre, the way them the massacre for 8 long years, na saloon. Nobody no talk about time. We know they commemorate time. All them killing them where they they killed for 8 long years. Majority of thousands of Sierra Leoneans the way they don't die for 8 long years. We not commemorate our they remember them. They do remember today now. They do when they enter the capital city of Freetown where they kill people. That day is nothing compared to all the other horrible days where people suffer. Some people then live under rebel control throughout the war. They lost their family, all family members. Some people, all generations were wiped out. Where's the celebration for it? I tell you as Sierra Leoneans, January 6, 1999, now a day where the show says Sierra Leoneans, we can be heartless. Now the day where for teach we, for appreciate our own kind, for embrace our own kind. Me, I don't travel around the world. I see how the Vietnamese, they hold themselves. How the Thais, they hold themselves. How the Guineans, they hold themselves. How the Ghanaians, they hold themselves. How the Nigerians, they hold themselves. Sierra Leone is exceptionally awkward. It's time for us to embrace. Now Sierra Leone, you see, India man, they go cut Salomon tongue. Salomon and they got them for abusing companies. Now Sierra Leone, you see, Chinese man can't they get power over another company when a Salomon get a company. Then they give the Chinese man priority. Now Salomon, you see, Lebanese man, they left Lebanon, he can't spit on Sierra Leone, he call them slave, he carry them back, go to their country, use them as prostitutes. We still look at them as the saviors. We cook your own kind. Take business you can't go to salon as a Sierra Leonean for establish. Now you see how wicked we can be to each other. From January 6th to now, it has been manifested. So this day where you celebrate my young ones, the one that way not been born or been just speaking them 10 a day, I want to let you understand the day where you celebrate. Now the day where mark how ruthless we can be to each other, that the day we mark how blinded we can be to each other, circumstances we showcase the selfishness, greed, and self-centeredness of Sierra Leoneans. This 2024, I pray that we learn from it, I appeal to the government, the BO-led government, for make them identify one day when they say this day, now remembrance day for Sierra Leone civil war, the senseless civil war in Sierra Leone for nearly 11 years. And the day this will they commemorate the senseless civil war in Sierra Leone. For remember the people who they lost their life. Let's not just look at J6. The war started in 1991. Thousands of people, over 50,000 Sierra Leoneans. I believe it's over 100,000. But the numbers be moderated. They lost their lives. From that time to now, no government no able to map boldly yet and say, we for identify one day when a public holiday for teach repeating them about the war and make sure we prevent this. This is not the same country where in 2023 no more, we see 2 coup d'etat in February and November 26. So the significance of getting a remembrance day for the civil war, the senseless civil war in Sierra Leone, cannot be overemphasized. I call on Sierra Leoneans, the Ministry of Social Welfare, for letting stand up. People in charge of peace and national cohesion, for make them stand up, make we all come together, identify this day, one day, all the teach we picking them about forgiveness, reconciliation, love for one another, togetherness, national cohesion, peace and stability, the significance of it. All that captured by development. There is no development without peace and national cohesion. There is no development without stability. There is no development about genuine desire for the best interest of one another. You and I get that responsibility for take care of Sierra Leone. And we can only take care of Sierra Leone if we prioritize ourselves as Sierra Leoneans. Until we do that, until we prioritize Sierra Leoneans over all others, Sierra Leone will be difficult for me to be able to attain a certain level of development where we so desperately desire. Thank you for watching Air Pitons.